Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Lenora, and I'd like to welcome you to the Morning Talk with Lenora. It is Monday morning, and I feel good. I had a great weekend. I used it to infuse my spirituality. I needed uplifting. I was just, last week was kind of draining for me. So it was great. On Saturday, I went to church. My church had a event called the Love Fest. It is the first for them, and it was first for me. One of the cool things about it is we got to dress in 60s. So I pulled out my little flowered headband, and had my long wig on, and I had my dashiki on, and it was really cool. They had different stations where you could paint pet rocks and make your own love beads and even make your own flower bands. They had some great food. They had crudité, and then after that they bought this thing called, I think it's a baja bowl that had all these super duper vegetarian ingredients, couscous, um, kimchi. No, that's not one of them. All these different rices, brown rice, and beans, and greens, and they had everything. And then for those who eat meat, they had some pineapple pork. By the way, I meant to tell you about my diet. I don't eat meat. My life has changed, and my appetite has changed, and I just can't really get with it anymore. So I'm kind of eliminated from my diet. Um, One thing I still eat seafood, salmon and fish. I try to eat some chicken. I can't eat fried chicken. So I've tried smoked chicken. I can tolerate it, but then that's kind of, I got some in my fridge right now. I never finished. So much for the meat. But they also had, at this Love Fest, they also had music games where they would play the song and you would have to guess the artist or guess the artist and the song. And then they had one, which I did very well on, I want you to know. It was the one where you had to finish the line, and everybody was shocked because it wasn't probably what you would think what I would know in music. You know what I mean, right? Okay, so I know about Elton John, Carly Simon, Three Dog Night, Queen, because believe it or not, it's a Black History fact. In South Carolina, when I was growing up, we had a station called WPAL, and WPAL played cultural music, our music, and it would go off the station, off the air at 7:30. Now, even as a kid, I wasn't much of a television watcher. I like to read, and I always loved music. So after 7:30, I'm like, what am I going to do? Now, mind you, the TV went off at midnight then, too. So I would listen to WTMA, and they played culture music, but it wasn't my culture. So, but what the story, more of the story is, it was all music. So I got to love all kinds of music. I mean, Benny and the Jazz, and oh my gosh, there was some good music then. Three Dog Night and Fleetwood Mac, and man, I loved it. So anyway, I won one of the games. I got 9 out of 10 right, and boy, folks was shocked. But hey, I was showing off, because I'm like, y'all just don't know. And that just made me feel great. It was a great start for the weekend, and it just lifted me. And then I went to church on Sunday, and it was a great sermon. He spoke again about love and also quoted a philosopher by the name of Rumi that I have to do some research on myself to learn more about it. Um, and I got to see the awesome couple that I met at the Love Fest. They were the coolest. Her husband was 72 and so he was so cool. She was wonderful. We really clicked. And actually now we're friends on Facebook. Hi guys. And I got to see them again at church. So it was really good. I'm really getting into a new church now. It's kind of feeding my my spirit. It's not reinforcing any rules or I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, so I feel good today. I got on my happy bunny ears. I like stuff like this. I do. I do. It makes me happy. And, it's enough to make me sad. I don't need any sadness. So I got on my cute little ears. And I have on one of my shirts. I'm going to have to go down to let you see this without ruining anything. Okay. It is, if you can't see it, it says stay woke. And then there's her eyes. And then at the bottom, it says don't close your eyes. Stay woke. Don't close your eyes. And this is one of my t-shirts that I designed. I think it's cool. So I will let you know about where you can find my t-shirts and purchase them. I think I'm crooked now. So let me try to. That doesn't look really professional, does it? I never told you I was professional. So I also want to remind you that I too have a book, and it is called The Mirrored Image of Me, and that was not it. And it is about my physical and spiritual journey with chronic illness. And my chronic illness, again, is myasthenia gravis. But I'm sharing with you how I live with it and what I do and, the things that pick my spirits up. One of the things I did on Sunday is I went to the bookstore. And I like bookstores and I like coffee shops. It just, it's so much to explore, so many things to find and see. So I did that for me, and that really capped my weekend. So I had a great weekend, and it really vitalized my spirit, and I just feel better. I feel happy. In honor of Black History Month, I was looking on my own bookshelf, and I found this book. It is called The True Stories of Black South Carolina, and it's written by Damon Fordham. I remember when I bought this book, I went to a event one of my friends was hosting, and there was a vendor selling this book. Well, coincidentally, I didn't realize I had this, and I met Mr. Fordham at my own book signing. He was one of the judges and of the panel that was, enlightening us on how to write and other information. And it was a great book when I bought it, being that I am here in South Carolina. So in honor of Black History Month, purchase a book from a Black author. Get your information from non-fake news. It would only enlighten you and just let you know more about other folks. Because it's good to know about us all and to share our heritage and our histories. I want to remind you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and come back. I'll be here waiting for you, drinking my tea. But that's all for me today. I can't broadcast tomorrow. I have a very early doctor's appointment, too early for me to even want to talk to anybody because I got to get out of here. But I'll be back on it soon. So you all have an awesome day, and thank you again for stopping in to the Morning Talk with Lenora.